Hey guys, so this video is about the game Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, and I wanted to show you a kind of like secret technique that I found in this game. And yeah, so I don't, maybe it's a little bit of an exploit, like it doesn't feel like it's intentional, but it's just like how the game is coded. Okay, so basically, you all know how this game works, like your mouse moves this like hammer around that your character has. Um, and sometimes you're in a situation like here when you're trying to do the anvil jump where you kind of like want to pogo. So you want to like pogo your mouse like downward to do a little jump, right? So with the anvil jump, you usually kind of just set up on the edge of this anvil, like here, right? And then you just pogo at this angle, right? And what you can do to get a really consistent pogo is you can pause the game, and you can see when you pause the game that a mouse, like your mouse appears, right? And if you leave your mouse in the center of the screen when you unpause, then it'll stay there. But if you move your mouse like out here or like out here, you can see that like the hammer actually moves. It moves to like, I'll explain in a second how the hammer moves, like how the game knows where to move the hammer. But first I want to show you guys how to do this jump. So you just move like the mouse to like here, and then it's like perfect hammer jump, and then you land it, right? Great. And so the way that the mouse moves is actually, so the mouse, like it thinks that the position of the hammer is like where the mouse is in the center, right? So if you move your mouse up, then it's as if your hammer was here, and then you move the mouse upward, right? It's not actually like, okay, so if you set up like a pogo here, right? If you move like downward at over here, you would think that you would go at this angle over here, but you're actually going at the at the angle from the center of the screen out. And sometimes that's a little bit different than the angle that you actually see. So one example is like before the anvil jump, where you try to do the pogo stick up where the hat is. The slope is like the way that the camera is and the way that the slope is. It's like if you follow this hammer out, because like basically he's a little bit to the left of the screen, like a little bit to the left of where he is right now, the main character. So if you follow the hammer's slope, you end up over here, and you think that like the pogo is going to go this way, but actually if you think about it, you're going straight down. So it basically, just think about where the center of like your mouse is in the center of the screen, and so if you, wherever you move it, then it's as if you moved your mouse from the center screen to where that was in an like an instantaneous way. So it's a good way to get really consistent pogos. It's a really good way to consistently do the anvil jump and some of the jumps before that. Sometimes you don't want to use it though. So for example, up top over here. So actually, I'm going to. Okay, so I didn't want to do that. But farther up is a location where you'd actually do not want to do it. I'm sure also sometimes you guys have paused and then like crazy shit has happened. That definitely happened to me. So like here, you just pause, come here, perfect pogo, come up, like here. Great. And so for this part over here, like after you get over here, so from here, what you're supposed to do is pogo upward and then grab it, right? And it actually doesn't work if you try to do the pause method, because you have to be careful of the way that you do the pause method, right? So we know that like, okay. So if we're here setting up this pogo, right? Usually you want to go straight up and down to do this pogo. Oh my god, I'm really bad at setting up. Sorry guys for my, okay, so usually you want to do this pogo straight up and down, but if you like pause here and then you go over here, you'll notice that since this is so far to the side, if I go here, the mouse will actually move from here this way, right? So like if you draw a vector from the center of the screen out to where my mouse would be over here, it's this angle, so then you would draw a vector from this at the same angle, and then you'd realize that this character will go here. So actually, if I want to pogo up to the right, what I want to do is from the middle of the screen, kind of like put my mouse in the center over here, and then I'll go to the direction that I want to go. So you want to be a little bit careful about like how you aim things, but yeah, that's basically just what I wanted to show you guys. And yeah, I haven't seen anybody else do this. I watched a few people stream this game. I've watched a few speedruns. Obviously, you wouldn't want to do this for a speedrun because you have to, like, it feels slower. But yeah, I found this thing out and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So let me know if you have any questions or comments, and thanks for watching.